She had a heart of gold. She didn't mistreat nobody.
I mean, I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She gone. And something is not adding up right here.
We're not gonna stop until we get to the end of it.
Take it to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the end of this.
I'm hurt. I'm hurting all the way around.
This is why we do those tests. What I was saying is welcome everyone, and let me know that you can hear me by typing in the chat justice for Shanquella or justice for Quila, just to let me know that you can hear me. I guess it takes y'all a little longer to type that, but I'm seeing people say they can hear me, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, TJ Diamond, Angela Jenkins, Karen, Patricia, Lala, Promethea, I think it is, Cynthia, Lauren, First Win, Shaquin, what's up, G, Gallon, Roxy. Thank you all and everyone else who is letting me know that you can hear me. Yeah, we'll talk on Patreon in a you know at a what is it 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, and you know all the other time zones, so that I can let y'all know just what the ordeal that I've just been through, and I'm still trying to battle through with our live stream. But we're clear and y'all can hear me. So we're going to roll with it. Those of you who may be new to this community, just know that in the beginning, we do a little housekeeping. But when we get down to business, when I get to it, I get to it. We gets to it over here. So just bear with us for a minute. This is time. I'm giving you time during this opening commercial monologue, whatever you want to call it, giving you time to, get your snacks, run to the restroom real quick, because this is good and y'all not going to want to miss it. Even though my Evernote, for all my notes and how I laid everything out, damn thing ain't syncing. So the notes are typed. They're not here. So anyway, we're going to wing it. But I have all the clips and stuff. So we're good. I'm a professional over here. Well, I'm an amateur at work over here that used to moonlight as a professional in corporate America. So I know how to switch gears. Trust me. Anyway, if you haven't already, please hit that like button as you come in. That's very important to help this channel grow. It's just little it's a lot that goes into this for us, all of us content creators, and your likes go very far in helping us grow, and also showing your appreciation, and we greatly appreciate it in advance. And also, if you're new to this community and you're not a subscriber, this would be a great time for you to hit that subscribe button below, or if you're on Facebook, hit that follow. Be greatly appreciated. It goes down in this community, one of those places, because we have so much fun around here that we just had to keep the party going 24/7. And so we do that in part through our VIP text. Well, I'm going to put that up first. VIP text community, I'm sorry, VIP text community, which is scrolling across the bottom of your screen. That's a place where if you text that number, you can get notifications about when I upload new videos, major announcements for this channel, myself, et cetera, et cetera. It's also a way that you can communicate with me one-on-one, just sending text messages back and forth. So all you have to do is text that number, say, hey, Vel, or hi, or VIP, or whatever, and that automatically makes you a part of that community. Now, if you want to go a little deeper and you want to not only engage with me, but you want to also engage with our other community members, and where it always goes down 24/7 is the evolution of Vel, the Vel's Important People, VIP, Facebook community, our private community, where we communicate with each other. People who are having interviews, we're sending well wishes for them. Weight loss journeys, we're celebrating. My randomness, we're celebrating over there. Everything from the memes I send, inspirational quotes, my own little tidbits of life stories, etc., jokes. I love it. The energy's great. We do positive shenanigans over there and purpose driven. Because we're humans, so we're not gonna be dry over there like, oh, life is about purpose and everything is a sermon. No, that's not. We do have some sermons, because I put a little thing from Tabitha Brown in there a little earlier this evening, and yeah, that almost made me want to shout. I tell y'all, especially with the week I've had in a positive way. Seeing the fruits of your labor is a blessing, I tell y'all. So live your dreams. But also, yes, we love the shenanigans. We love the shenanigans over here. But anyway, if you want to join the VIP text community, I forgot to pin it in the group. If anyone can copy and paste the link, that would be greatly appreciated. Because in this moment, I won't be able to do it. But when we have a break, I can maybe do it. Hopefully, I will remember. But yeah, this is the VIP Facebook communities link. I know it's long, y'all, and you can't cut and paste it from the screen, but bear with me. I'm only one man. And this week has really shown that. But we gonna get to a place where I have some support over here. Also, the next level, yeah, we're not dry over here. Some people have tried to accuse me of being dry just because they were trying to detract from the truth that I spill over here while entertaining. But also, we're taking it to the next level. So the VIP text, I want to keep saying that because it's the oldest platform we got for that. But anyway, the VIP Facebook community is one thing, but now we're going deeper. And thank you so much, Monica Sunshine. Thank you for your support. It's greatly appreciated. But what we have done as of today, it went live, well, kind of last night, overnight. We went live with our Patreon, and the Evolution of Vel Patreon is officially live. I've been communicating with, those executive people, they're executives over there. So our executive VPs, they get the behind the scenes look at everything that's happening, everything in my world, everything with this platform, et cetera, et cetera. There's been a lot of questions about it. Some people are just not familiar with Patreon at all. And then someone literally asked me to go over it in the live, and I was like, I don't want to. We have, the YouTube viewers and stuff, and there'll be people who, don't want a whole tutorial in this. And this is why Patreon is so great once y'all get over there, because then we can do these things. We ain't got to worry about, the clicks and views and the likes and all the stuff that happens on YouTube. We just be us. So anyway, I'm going to do it real quick. We're going to do a quick overview because I do want as many of you who want to be a part of this to be a part of it. And I understand people got to know what they looking at and what they joining. So anyway, we have 4 tiers. We have the advisory VPL, which is a $10 membership per month. We have the committee VPL, and I'll go in detail, which is $15. The board of director VPL, $25 a month, and then the creator suite VPL, who that's mostly for creators or entrepreneurs, creators and entrepreneurs, people who want to learn more about the business side of this and see that behind the scenes stuff. Like even literally now, I'm still recording, and I'll see y'all later. But I'm over here recording because I was recording this process all the glitches and everything else that I was just going through. Those are the things that you would see if you were part of the creator suite. So the advisory people, they are part of the private community. You get the private live streams, my story time videos. I'll be doing some of those as live streams. Some of them will just be videos. I do a written journal. I did two today. We'll do game nights. Actually, what I'm gonna add on here as well is we're gonna do music. I love music. So we'll have some times where we just get on there and play music, and y'all request music and all that, and we'll just bond over our favorite songs and stuff. Have a little party. Exclusive voting power for stuff related to Patreon, but also this platform as a whole when I need help deciding between things. Work in progress updates, general support, early access to content, the live Q&As, and live event VIP. So eventually I've been getting requests as well to do live events. And so I've literally been thinking about that and I've really literally figured out the perfect way to do it. So it's a matter of time, probably 2023 at some point, we'll start doing live events. And y'all know I love to travel, so I'll be coming to y'all. So I'll be coming near you, I'll say, if not where you are. And so, you'll get VIP access to that, meet and greets and hanging out and having, maybe it'll be like we actually eat dinner together on top of the actual event or whatever. So, I'll roll that out and y'all on Patreon are going to know about all that as it's being planned and built. So the committee people get all that the advisory people get in addition to the solo life vlog. So that's when I give you vlogs of my life. Like you'll get to see stuff that I don't put anywhere else. Unreleased raw video footage of YouTube. So those are videos I've never uploaded. Exclusive personal photos with captions and stories. I actually put one out today that I share with everyone, but that's usually will not be full access for everyone, but just letting everyone get a feel for what's happening or what levels there are. Complete post archive. That means you can see all the old posts. They don't expire. And then live event VIP, all the same, like I said, the same stuff. Then the board of directors. You as a board of directors will get friends and family vlogs. So that means you get not only my personal vlogs, but you actually get to see the people that are in my life as well. And then we'll have quarterly town halls for the VLB brand and business plan and inclusion. So this is like if you really want to get into the nuts and bolts of what this is without being in the business, but you are basically a nosy neighbor, but you kind of like, I'm interested. I'm curious. I like to see that. I like to learn new stuff. I ain't trying to do it, but I want to learn it and see it. This would be a tier for you. And then also the exclusive board of director live streams and Zoom calls. So not only will I be showing like my 5-year plan and all of those things, but there'll actually be a quarterly town hall meeting where we'll just talk about like strategy, where I'm at, where I want to go, et cetera, et cetera. You guys can give advice and all the good stuff. And then you got last but least, and I really didn't want to do all this on YouTube, but I got to do what my people want. So anyway, in addition to everything the other tiers get, you get the creator roundtable. So it's live streams monthly that we'll do as creators and entrepreneurs. So again, you can be in any business, just a business entrepreneur. And then we'll do monthly live stream roundtables, and we'll talk about business as a whole. We'll talk about being a creator, share resources, et cetera, et cetera. In addition, it will include a one-on-one content creator consultation with me for 30 minutes once per month. So that's a partially why it costs a lot more really than the other ones, because you're literally getting you and me one-on-one 30 minutes once per month. We're just bantering, and I can give advice, or I can give encouragement too, because sometimes you just need encouragement when you're doing this thing. And then behind the scenes access to my content creation process. So that's exactly what I'm recording right now, what I was recording. Actually, I've been recording all day on and off, showing bits and pieces of it. So anyway, that is, and for those y'all that had to deal with that, I apologize. But that is, if you want to participate in the Patreon, that's what you get in a nutshell, bullet point style. However, it's gonna feel effing amazing because I get to be me, like without having to do this. So trust me, it's different. It's different. So with that, speaking of different, what we have seen in the past 2 weeks or so with the um, Shanquella Justice for Quilla movement has been heartbreaking, to say the least. And it seems like with every passing day, there is something else coming out in regards to how this beautiful young soul was treated by supposed friends who she thought, now she called them friends, she thought they were her friends, and we'll get into that as well, because the video I released earlier today was the video on what they're saying allegedly was like her last video. And in her last video, it was her in the Airbnb or the villa, whatever they want to call it. She was there and she was leaving. They were supposed to, obviously, it seemed like getting ready to go to the pool. They had separated. They were supposed to change into their swimwear. And the other girls were taking so long that Quilla had changed. She's ready. She like, let's get in this hot tub or pool or wherever they're getting. Let's go out here and hang out and do what young people who have money to travel like that do. Like, Jesus, I could relate to it so much because I travel with my friends a lot, and I've been traveling with my group of friends for like nearly 20 years. And I just couldn't imagine being in a headspace where I'm thinking these people care about me and love me and would protect me and look out for me, and then they are the ones who would take advantage of me in such a way. Anyway, so in this video clip, and I'm just going to jump into this, because again, my notes are all jacked up because of Evernote. Thank you for nothing. But anyway, anyway, so the video, I'm going to play the video that I have the video on from earlier today. I'm sorry. I thought I had it queued up perfectly, but it looks like it wasn't. Okay, so anyway, in this video, you will see exactly what I was just talking about, and then I'll come back and say a couple more things. We'll watch it together. I'll be right here.
It's my friends for me, because, y'all, it don't take that long to get naked. It don't take that long to get naked, hoes. Where y'all at? She talking about I'm gonna keep it hot. You gonna keep it hot? What?
I'm gonna keep my hot bathing suits that I don't want to wear because it's cute as fuck.
They, what Gold said, they croup.
Yeah. the one that's like mediocre is in my chains. I can't wear them.
So as you see in that video, they were supposed to be getting ready to go to the pool. Quilla, they all separate, I guess. Quilla go to her room. She get changed. You ladies take quite a while. Some of the ladies take quite a while to get ready for the simplest thing. Anyway, so she gets ready, and obviously it's taking so long that she's like, okay, where y'all at? And as you can see, she's wandering down the hallway, and she's lighthearted. She's kind of joking it off. Where my friends at? This how your friends do. And then you could tell she's searching room to room as she's finding them, and it seems like they're at the furthest part back of the house. And then when she walks in, you can kind of see that energy where it looks like, we've all been there, where you walk into a room or a space and you like, y'all was talking about me, because even though y'all have a topic, you could tell that y'all wasn't really talking about this topic, that y'all changed it to this topic. So I don't know what y'all really was talking about. So this is all speculation. Like, in my mind, as I'm watching it, for one, it's very sad because she's calling them her friends. She's, she's in a good vacation mood. There's no anger in her voice. When she walks in and they give her the lie as they're plotting on her, she's, joking it off. She's all of that. And then these are the same people that within hours, and I think it was the next morning, because this seemed like it was the night they arrived. And this is my speculation, trying to figure it out, because it wasn't during the day. And that's not because some people will assume, oh, and then they, you know, right after the camera stopped, then they, you know, jumped her. No, it was, that looked like, in my opinion, my speculation, they probably were planning that night before or just talking about her. Like, oh, this bitch, you know, I can't stand her and she thinks she all that and she's successful and I'm not and I hate her because of that. Whatever it was. And then by the next morning, it had brewed to the point that they were like, it, you know, what we ended up seeing on that video. So that video happened hours later, like basically the next morning. But very sad. Like it's almost like walking into the lion's den. And we now visually see it's like one thing about these days, like when we talk about social media and cameras and all this and camera phones and all of that, it's like we look at it like, oh God, life used to be so simple. But the good part about us having all this technology is literally we're seeing this stuff play out. They can't lie about this. They can't lie about none of, well, they, you know, they lying, but they can't get away with lying about any of this because it is very clear what has happened, what has occurred. So in addition to that, speaking of not being able to get away with it, Shanquella's father, Mr. Bernard, has done an interview, and he did an interview with Gerald Jackson from the North Carolina Beat, who I brought up in our other live stream. He's been doing an amazing job. He's local to them. He's in North Carolina. And so he's been in communication with the family and helping out and giving them, he's one of the person who gave them the scoop on the video. He's the reason they found out about the video, etc. The original video. So anyway, he did an interview with Mr. Bernard last night. I thought it was supposed to happen tonight, but it happened last night. So I have some clips from it. I had beautiful notes so that I can lead y'all into each clip. But thank God we were able to get these clips up here. So I'm going to take what I can get. But I think what I'm going to do now, because I'm not going to remember, it's like, I want to say 14 clips or something. I'm not going to remember what's happening before every one of them because the order is, he doesn't necessarily talk always in sequential order. So I'm going to have to play it and then I give my commentary. Before I was going to lead you into it and then let him answer. So anyway, let's get into this and we'll take some breaks here or there, maybe for comments, etc. Just because this will be a little while. And again, I hope I kept it up here. Please tell me I kept it up here. Here we go. Yes. The North Carolina Beat. Definitely check him out. He's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And this is a clip. So basically I took the interview and chopped it up for the purposes of this commentary and educational research purposes, etc. So it's fair use. But definitely check out if you want to see the entire video, and definitely go over there and give him a follow and all that. But the entire video is on his channel. So let's get into it. And then, yeah, with each clip, I'll give him
a little bit about, you know, what I don't want to call them friends because they're not friends, but the people that she was over there with, what did they come back to North Carolina and tell your family, especially Khalil, who is, you know, the best friend of your daughter? Can you just talk about how you found out about your daughter's death? And can you talk about the lie that they told?
Well, at first, you know, I was sitting at home on a Saturday, which was the 29th. It was like 7 or 8 p.m. and the phone rung. I'm sitting there looking at TV. So my mom said, I said, well, mom's calling. So I picked the phone up and it wasn't sounding right. So she said, Shanquella gone. So, you know, I'm saying gone, you know, gone where, you know, and she said, she dead. I said, dead how? And she said, alcohol poison. So when she said alcohol, I said, how'd you got alcohol poison? Where's she at? So she said, Mexico, Cabo. So, you know, the phone just, you know, my phone dropped and I just started crying. And then, you know, I'm trying to figure out who she was over there with, you know, and Said she was over there with some friends that she went to school with, went to Salem with. So I said, you know of them? You know them? You know, she said, I know of them. I just know she went to school with them. So, you know, from there, you know, my whole night was just trauma, man. I just cried all that night.
Okay, so that was clip number, the first clip of it. I did forget to give our housekeeping just because I'm seeing the words we cannot type in our chat, which is the word ill with a K. And I think I've even seen the murder word. So please do not type those words, misspell them, type other words instead, because YouTube will restrict my video, and we don't want that. Also, make sure to be kind in the chat. Don't disrespect each other, all that good stuff. But anyway, let's get to the second clip, because this is just kind of laying the groundwork. And then the father reveals some things that aren't commonly known or weren't prior to this, for sure. So this is a very interesting interview. And then I got pauses in between them, and I couldn't even tell you how long, and it's hard to fast forward. So we're going to bear with it. Why does it seem shorter than... Uh-oh, was this an error? Oh. Pull the wrong one, y'all. Amateur at work.
It's just hard. It's just the point that alcohol poisoning. It didn't sound right. You know. Right. I said, how you got over there? You know, for the flu over there. You know, I'm trying to. When she leave? So he said she left Friday. You know, got there 8 o'clock. She said she talked to him on the phone, and they was sitting there drinking. You know, eating tacos and salads. The chef came in, and from there she said, "I'll talk to you tomorrow." So from that point, that was Friday. So Saturday, you know, so she telling me the whole story now. So from that point, then that's when she found her dead at 3 o'clock. Say her friend Khalid was on the phone talking to her, saying she was, you know, sick, throwing up, she wasn't feeling well. She took a shower, laid back down, and they called the Airbnb house. They supposed to send a medic out, doctor out there to the house, and they had to pay $150 for the doctor to come. So when the doctor came, they had to look at her, try to put an IV in her arm, and, you know, said the IV popped out and she went into a seizure. You know, that's what Khalid telling, you know, her mom's all this right here now. So,
right.
I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm listening to the conversation. So I'm trying to figure out, well, you know, why Khalid, you know, didn't give you the phone or let you hear the doctor. Then right. One of them in the house, which she was told, one of them told her she need to wire $5,000 over there so they can take her to the hospital, or so she be able to get in the hospital. I say, $5,000 for what? I mean, she got insurance. She always had insurance. Right. So from that point, that's it.
So I thought that was so interesting to hear. Now, I told y'all yesterday that, you know, I got the tip that, you know, we're waiting to see it be verified that is being alleged that these people also stole $10,000 from Shanquella by using her phone while she was basically unconscious, whether they did the Face ID or fingerprint, however they did it. That's what's being alleged. Now we're also hearing, so I'm not sure if this is part of that or in addition to, but we're also hearing that from the father right now in this moment that they were trying to get $5,000 from her mom, saying that they needed it in order to take her to the hospital. $5,000. So were you, after doing that, were you then on top of that trying to scam her mother, knowing that her daughter was gravely ill, if not completely gone at that point? This is deep, y'all. It's deep. And we're just at the beginning of like really finding out. Like once this investigation, once the FBI is really done with this, you know, the whole thing gonna be laid out, and I guarantee it's gonna be stuff we still don't know. I've heard, and I don't have it in my notes, so I'm gonna say it now. I've heard like speculations of why, you know, they possibly jumped on her. The father does mention here that he said, you know, she wouldn't do anything that would cause that. And even if it was, you know, something she said with her mouth or whatever, you know, it's just words. So it's been speculation that possibly it wasn't something she did. It was, and I've heard this somewhere else too, or other people chattering about maybe they felt she was stuck up or something like that. But the other piece that I saw somewhere, and I can't remember now, this is all gossip. This is all, and I'm giving all this to y'all so that y'all can know the difference, because I'm hearing people speaking of gossip as facts. And what I'm going to do is just give you the gossip and tell you it's gossip and wait till the facts come out. But I want you to know what the gossip is so you don't get it confused with the facts. But the other rumor is that Dejanay, this one here, was the ex-girlfriend of one of Shanquella's boyfriends. So they had the same ex-boyfriend, and that there could possibly be something in regards to that. Don't know yet. That's just, you know, rumor, speculation on the street. Okay, so let's get back into it. So now we know that these fools, on top of illing this family's child, then it's also trying to scam $5,000. Who the hell they get that amount from? How do you know in advance how much it's gonna cost for the hospital? What? Who does that? Like, even in Mexico, how do you know in advance? You're not even from there. What? Okay, let's get back to this shenanigans or tragedy, ridiculousness.
So then all of a sudden, Monday came. Okay, now we getting together trying to figure out where she at.
Okay, I remember this part only because I wanted to lead into each clip and let y'all know what he was about to talk about. But this particular clip is the father describing the ordeal they had to go through as a family to even find her body when they found out that she was deceased, because the group of people, for lack of a better word, the group of perpetrators all came back to the U.S., left her body there. And we're going to get to at the end, it's even deeper, but left her body there. And so that meant the family didn't even know like what funeral home or how to find her. So they're literally searching, where is my child's body? Oh my God, y'all. Let me play it because I'm going to get emotional on y'all.
So she on the embassy, calling the embassy. They're giving her to run around. I don't know too much about Mexico, none of that. So me and my brother was over my mom's house. So as I'm standing here talking to y'all right now, I'm just hurting all inside. So my mind is really on my daughter, but I'm sitting here telling what I know, what was told to me. So what I had to do, in which I know it wasn't but God that led me to her. So me and my brother got on that phone and started Googling all the funeral home that was over in Mexico, Cabo. So we came up with funeral home Riviera funeral home over there. And first we called, a guy answered the phone. He didn't speak English. So we called back again, and another young lady answered the phone, and her name was Elizabeth. And from that point on, she said, I asked her, you have Shanquelle Robinson over there? She said, yes, sir. Miss Robinson, I'm sorry for your loss. And so from that point on, she said, Mr. Robinson, I'm going to stick with you until I get your daughter back to the States. So that lady was like an angel. So a lot of paperwork had to be done. Her mom sent the paperwork was already in the system. So I called her back. She said, yeah, I got the paperwork. I need a release form so I can release the body, release her body to you. And so we did that. You know, the bill came up and everything. So I wired the money over there, you know. After I wired the money, they got the body. So did the paperwork, and it'll take a while for that paperwork to get done because they had to transfer everything over into English.
Yeah.
So she got back here last Thursday, around about 5 o'clock. So I'm sitting there in the funeral home. As soon as that door opened and that box came in there with her in it, man, you know, just cried like a baby.
Yeah.
Didn't even want to leave out the funeral home. My brother had to pull me out of there. You know, I'm sitting here, you know, looking at her, seeing, you know, a knot on her head, her eyes swole, she got a cut lip. And, you know, just, you know, that's no alcohol wasn't going to do all that, you know. So that's just something not adding up right here.
Yeah, a lot wasn't adding up right there. And could you imagine? Right, I saw some comments. Some of you saying that Mexico, on top of that, is cheap when it comes to healthcare. So where they got that $5,000 amount from is crazy. But the fact that they would leave her there, and you really find out how they left completely. And I don't want to spoil it, but leave her there for her family to have to search for her in a different country where they don't speak the language. Can you imagine? You're told that your loved one, your family member, and in their case, your child, has passed away in a different country. And then it's like, but they over there in that country. That's all I got for you. Like, what? No one. And literally, I saw someone in the chat say, no one stayed behind, not even Khalil, the best friend, the best friend. Your friend is gone, and you don't stay behind. You don't say to the family, this has happened. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to stay with her. What do y'all want me to do? Nothing. You just come home, bring her bags. Like, you know, the least valuable thing in this whole situation are her possessions, the luggage. She's her body is the most valuable thing. You leave that, but you bring the luggage back. What? Craziness. Oh, the other piece, I'm not sure again, it's all thrown off of me, y'all. So, but I'm not sure if it'll get mentioned or if it got mentioned, but the father also said in this interview that they were all basically friends from college. So that's how she knew of them, because I hadn't yet heard of how she was associated with them. So these were friends from college. And the mom really didn't know them. So I know he gets into some of that. So let's return back to the clips.
So y'all gonna come back here to the States and bring her luggage back, sit right there in her mom's, in her sister's face, ate, told y'all story, how it happened, alcohol poisoning and all that. And then, you know, 2 or 3 days later, when that report came back, the lady told me, no, Mr. Brown, your daughter didn't die of no alcohol poisoning. She died, it was trauma to her neck and her spinal cord. It was broke. So that's when I just had it. I said, no. I said, baby girl, your daddy is not gonna let you die in vain. I will get justice for you.
Just go to the next clip.
Her dad.
Yeah.
Her dad. I know for a fact. I know she probably called out for her dad.
Yeah.
And for her to go out here and suffer like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, for her to suffer the way y'all did, you know, to beat on her, because she's not a fighter. She's not a fighter at all.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a shame, you know, for y'all men to be sitting in the room, the video I saw. Yeah. For y'all men to be sitting in that room and y'all let this go on, ain't do nothing. And Khalil, you supposed to be her best friend for 5 years.
Right. I saw someone commenting the same thing I was thinking from the last clip of set in there. You take the life of my child. You come to me and you lie to me about what occurred. You break bread with me, you sit at my table, at least have a conscience enough to be bashful and like be like, oh no, I'm not gonna eat though. I just wanted to be here for y'all and let y'all know what happened, even if you're lying. But don't sit down and eat with me on top of that and lie to my face. And Khalil had been there multiple times, like after this situation, multiple times. We get into that. He gets into that more too. Like, yeah, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot to unpack. And the father also said none of them.
I spoke with Miss Salamandra. I spoke with Miss Robinson, and she had told me that Khalil had been coming back over to the house, He was coming around every day. Did he ever call you? Did he ever reach out to you personally and tell you, what happened or any of that?
No, Khalil never called whatsoever. From what his mom was telling me, he'll come over to the house. I guess he was coming over to see what kind of information they knew. But once I found the information out, that's how they found the information, was through me, that she had a broken neck and a broken spinal cord trauma.
Right.
That's how they got the information, was through me. And then once they came, when I called and sent what happened, then he was over there. Then all of a sudden, from what they told me, he got all sick and wasn't feeling good. And say his aunt was with him or his mama was with him. And he wanted to leave. And when he left, they ain't heard no more from him, So, and then when I saw the video, for y'all to beat her, knowing she's not a fighter, for y'all to, I don't know if y'all woke up out of her sleep, to beat her naked like that. Well, why she was naked? For you men to sit in that room and watch her, that girl hit on her like that while she was naked.
Can you imagine? And so I think the father was spot on. That's another reason I love this interview. I was like, I gotta walk through this with y'all. Like, I can't just summarize it by myself. The father, I think, was spot on that Khalil was probably coming back multiple times, for one, out of guilt. But I feel like the other piece, the main piece, was he was trying to get intel on what the family really knew, what was developing, so that he could then report it to Dejanay and Winter. Really, and come to find out, and I guess I can mention that now because it didn't, it doesn't come out in this video. Come to find out, the update from the Robinson family, not only did Dejanay Jackson fight Shanquella, but all three girls fought her. Winter Donovan, Dejanay, who we already heard, and Elise Hyatt. I'm letting y'all sit on that. All three of these perpetrators jumped on that beautiful soul who didn't want to fight, wasn't fighting, getting beat hard, and wasn't fighting back. You hit me like that, we got problems. You got problems. You hit me like that, you got problems. You got problems. And I try to deal with my anger in a certain way because it's rageful. It comes from my father's side. So I'm always afraid for people to really go there with me. But just shows you what type of a soul she was. The fact that she's getting pummeled and she's just basically just trying to be done with it. And all three of these perpetrators and these two things watched it happen. Didn't pull them off of her, didn't protect her, didn't say this is enough, this is too far, what y'all doing. You don't body slam a person on a ceramic tile floor in Mexico. Any of you who've traveled like that might know that in Mexico they don't do like we do here in the hotel rooms and have carpet and stuff. Well, I've never been to one that has had a carpet in Mexico, and Puerto Rico either, where they have like your kitchen floor, ceramic tile or marble or whatever it is. That's what they have. And so when she gets body slammed, you are trying to do really heavy bodily harm to her. So to find out that not a one of them Not a one of them. Wasn't an act of force in what we like physically, an act of force in what occurred. None of the girls. Horrible. Okay, let's get back into it because Dad ain't done spilling it all, exposing, and that's what he said. He's here to expose. He's like, God has just removed the cover off of this thing, and that's been his prayer.
The men in the room. Wait, I mean, do y'all have sisters? You know, do y'all have a mother? What if someone show y'all the video like that? A man, someone beating on your mother or beating on your sister naked. How would you feel? And she's not even defending herself because she's not a fighter. You're already bigger than her. She ain't number, petite, no way no more than about 120, 125 pounds. That's not her style. Her style is not a fighter. Her style is not a fighter. She wasn't raised like that.
Yeah.
She wasn't raised that like that. She was raised to, to have fun and treat people like she wanted to be treated. Laugh. Care for others. And y'all want to take her over there out of her comfort zone and do her that way when she thinking she going over there to have fun. And y'all seen that to me, it was a setup. Yeah.
That's what it's in as well.
To the grace of God. Yeah. I'm gonna get justice. She's not gonna die, and it will not die in vain.
No.
I'm gonna get justice.
Amen. And that's the other piece. So the father's saying, and the father's getting some level of intel to a degree from the investigation that's happening. And from what I gathered, he was saying it without saying it. He didn't say any names, but it seems like they've already interrogated at least one person. And because he was saying, well, what y'all said to them is, but the father himself, with what he knows, which would be, of course, more than we would know, that he feels like it was a setup. The whole trip was a setup. He feels like they lured his daughter to Mexico to jump on her. What I'm still lost at, and I can't wait to, get to the place where we can get this sort of information, is, was this the planned result, or were you really just trying to injure her really badly and figured we can do that over there and get away with it and come home like nothing happened and she ain't gonna do nothing to us? I mean, that'll come out. But it was very heartless the way that all of it is heartless. Don't get me wrong. All of it's heartless, but even the way that her body was treated in the end. Right. Tiana saying, I fell on a ceramic tile and hurt my arm, hip, and back. I can only imagine how much pain this young lady was in. Yeah. I literally missed a chair at a hospital in emergency room with my friend few years ago. And I thought I was sitting in a chair. I had moved over one space, didn't realize that was the space with the gap, and literally just went straight down to my hip bone. And I was aching for 2 months straight. So, and that's nothing compared to being body slammed. But like you said, those hard floors are no joke at all. Wow. Yeah, he mentioned about still
the death certificate.
But he mentioned this is part. I won't get ahead of it.
Stated. Now the video shows that there was a fight in the bedroom. It's early morning outside if you look at the outside in the video. But the death certificate stated that she was found in the living room. But the video shows that a fight was inside the bedroom, and I do know, and I communicated with you from a source, that there is a second video, because obviously, Shanquella is on the ground with her head down. So, I mean, you could tell that she's still alive. But then other information that we learned today about Winter Donovan grabbing her around her neck and slamming her and her not getting back up. There is a second video that is out there. This information came directly from someone who is friends with Dejanay's mother, and this information was communicated because people were upset about the fact that only one angle is being showed, and that is Dejanay assaulting your daughter. This was not a fight. This was a brutal assault because your daughter was not fighting back. And in that video, at the end, Khalil had told Shanquella's sister and Miss Salamandra that he was not there when all of this happened, after the fact that they learned from talks from those that was there that there was a fight, that he was not in the room. But the video clearly shows him to the left. Yeah.
You know, I heard the same thing you heard. There's a video out there.
Yeah.
That you know, she picked up by the neck and slammed on the ground, and once they slammed her, she didn't get back up. Did not get back up. So I guess that slam back there must have broke her neck and her spinal cord.
Do you need a second, Mr. Bernard? I can turn this off for a minute.
Nah, man, go ahead. We can go ahead and go through this. We can go through this.
Yes, sir.
Wow, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it going because I don't want to get emotional on y'all. But that is cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
I really don't know how much I love my daughter. Y'all don't really don't know. Y'all don't know what y'all done done to me. Y'all don't know how, you know, the hole that y'all done put in me. I really don't know. Serious, you know. Y'all can just come back here and deal with y'all did. And leave her there. Leave her there. And then just leave her there. And then the maid had to find her from what I'm hearing, you know. You know, y'all don't understand how much of pain my daughter was in, sitting there with a broke neck or a spinal cord. You know?
So, y'all. And I now have seen this a couple times and trying to pull it together and make clips and stuff. It's a lot. The part he's going into now is how, because the way the story had been told previously, the assumption was it sounded like all of these perpetrators, I'll just start calling them perpetrators, all these perpetrators were with Quila at the time of her passing, and were there with the medics, etc., and they're, you know, trying to get her help. Well, now we're hearing, and now some of you may have heard, but this is new to me before this video, like clearly understanding what's happening. The maid found her. So then it made sense. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second, because I got to find. Jesus. Thought that was right there. This dude here, I was trying to find a better. Nazir, remember his IG live. I'm gonna just bring it up for a quick second. That dude, remember in his live, he said, I was nursing her and I was rubbing her and I was like, Quila, come on, we need to do the boat and we got the ATVs, get up, girl. And he's saying that he's playing Summer Walker music, soft music for her, etc., etc. Then he jumps to later in his story, like the stuff ain't adding up. And I'm gonna break that down too. Stuff ain't adding up, because then he talks about how the maid found her slumped over the toilet. And I was like, huh? What? Wait, how? How did the maid find her when you was just talking about how you were trying to nurse her back to health and you didn't even know that she was that injured? Now this makes sense, because his story's all over the effing place. This makes sense because his story's all over the place, but they're bits of truth. The bit of truth is that the maid did find her because his ass wasn't there no more. Let the father tell this story. Craziness, y'all. This is wow. You
know, then I'm hearing, I don't know, Najee or whatever. He came to the house, you know. So he was the last one.
something about he was the last one. He was the last one about her breathing or something. You know, he playing soft music and rubbing her head. Really, all of y'all could have got her help. All of y'all, but y'all chose not to. You came there and you saw her. You should have got help. If you was her friend, and you ain't seen her in 9 years, and you came in that house, ain't no way you gonna sit here and you know you saw the bruises. You saw the bruises. You came in the house. You want to sit there and say you played music and rub her head, and then she took a last breath, you left? You saw the music. I mean, come on, man, really? You should have came in that house. Hey, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all staying down here. Y'all staying down here. Y'all not going back. Y'all not back going to the United States.
Exactly. He should
I
have
didn't came in here and saw these bruises. Y'all didn't hurt this girl. No. Y'all sit right there and told her mama that it wasn't no altercation.
That it was no.
Y'all told her mama and her sister right in their face it wasn't no altercation in that house. That's exactly what y'all said. That's exactly what y'all said.
Now,
craziness. So not only do this happens, you realize now, I guess, like, oh, we took it too far. She's literally gone. Guess we got to go. We need to figure out how to save our, asses now. And so they leave. They leave, y'all. They left her body in the house, and the maid found her. There's more, though. There's more.
Days I will have all y'all statements.
Sure is.
All y'all statements, what y'all said.
The FBI is on them left and right. So if you think you're hiding at your mama house, Dejanay, if you think you're hiding, Khalib, you think you're hiding Winnie, if you think you're hiding Nazir, if you think you're hiding Elise, the FBI is on you. And you're going to have to get into the interrogation room and you're going to have to tell what happened.
Yes.
Mr.
Her
Bernard.
friend is paid for.
Yes, it is paid for.
And her friend is paid for me to bury her in the next 2 days.
And let me, while we're talking about her funeral, let me say this. Shanquella's funeral is this Saturday. Okay, it is this Saturday, November the 19th. The wait will be 11 to 12, and the funeral is from 12 to 1 at Macedonia Baptist Church, 1300 Hatteras Avenue, Charlotte. Let me say that again. Her funeral is this Saturday, November 19th. Charlotte, show up. Show up. Stand with this family. Show up. Show up.
So yeah, those are that's what the service is. I googled it to pull it up for those of you who are visual people like me. Like, I need to see it. So this is where the services will be held on tomorrow, Macedonia Baptist Church in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you are interested, and they're saying, represent, show up, show the love and power of the light and justice. So if you're able to and interested, it looks like an open invitation, seeing as though the father was online, on there with Gerald when he was announcing these details. So I wanted to just, put that out there as well. And then we got just a couple more clips with this, and then we'll get into your comments. Some of these pauses, I need to start making them a little shorter between the blackout.
Yeah.
You don't know me. I don't know you all.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all done stole something from me tremendously.
Yeah.
Y'all did not have to touch her. She ain't did nothing to y'all.
Mm.
If she said in the words, y'all can let words is words. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not y'all child for y'all to be attacking her, beating on her like that, body slamming her, breaking her neck and her spinal cord. Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just like being animals. Like at that point, she's not fighting you, and then multiple y'all taking turns on her. That's just they deserve everything they get. I don't even excuses and I'm sorry now. Mm-mm.
Mr. Bernard, have you been told who found Shanquella? I mean, were they still in the room, like, or did they leave her? Because, you know.
Okay, now this is getting into the part that I haven't said yet. Wait till y'all hear this, y'all. Wait till y'all hear this. Now I told y'all about the body, her body being left. Listen to what they did after that.
Of course, there was a rumor going around that a maid had found her. What have you? Have you been told how she was found? Were they in the room? Did they leave after the medics got there? And I mean, and they came back later. Have you been told of how she was discovered?
When I was told, the maid said they found her sitting up in the chair or either sitting up in the bed. Sitting up in the bed or sitting in the chair with a broke neck and a spinal cord.
Dead? What?
She died at 3 p.m. Najee, you said you arrived at that house on that video, you said, at 3:30 something. So if you arrived there, sir, if you arrived there, it should have been 12:30 or 12:45. You got there at that house. So evidently she had to be alive when you were there. So in that scenario, you saw the condition that she was in and you saw the bruises that she was, on her. You should have called the medics, or somebody should have called all of y'all. Y'all could have carried her. She ain't about 120 pounds, 125 pounds. But y'all chose not to. Y'all chose to got your thing, got out of there and got her suitcase. And for what our statement says, one of y'all called a taxi cab and went to an airport hotel. Now, I don't know how true all this is, but that's what I'm hearing. And one of you called back to the States and asked somebody what to do.
It's true.
One of you all called back, y'all panicked, and one of y'all asked what to do.
Wow.
So that's the story. The father saying he's not sure how true it is, but Gerald is saying it's true. Gerald is connected with a lot of the players in this, and I'm sure he's hearing the kitchen table talk. And so I'm riding with it, but it'll get proven through investigation. But the story, as of right now, allegedly, is that when they realized that she was gone, they packed up. They left the Airbnb or the villa, whatever they're calling it. They then checked into an airport, a hotel near the airport, because now they're trying to get out of the country. They're like, oh Lord, we done did this ish. We got to get out of here before they catch us. So we got to get out of this house immediately. And we ain't worried about her. We got to get out of here, and we're going to another place to stay until we can get a flight out of here. And in the midst of that, one of them calls home and calls someone asking what to do. They're panicking. Now you're panicking. Not when you were plotting on this beautiful soul. Not when you were beating this beautiful soul and people are telling her to fight you back. And she is such a beautiful soul that she didn't have violence in her. That ain't when you started panicking. You didn't panic when your friend jumped on her, your first friend. And then obviously, because from what we're getting, first friend jumps on her. You ain't panicking to stop it. Second friend jumps on her. You ain't panicking to stop it. Third friend got to be you. You jump on her. You ain't panicking to stop. You panic after it's all done. And nothing can be done to save her. Let's get back into this. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Yes, Nazir is lying. Big time. Big time. And that was the other piece the father was noting, that he's also noticed the inconsistency in those flight records of the time that he lied about. That
She can't talk for herself. She can't talk for herself, but her daddy is going to talk. Her daddy going to stand strong through the grace of God.
Yes, sir.
God going to give me the strength that I need. Yes. And I know everybody out there who got a relationship with God going to pray that I get the strength.
Amen.
To stand where I need to stand.
Yes, sir.
Because my daughter would not die in vain.
Yes, sir.
She would not die in vain.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give her justice.
Man. Woo, y'all. I don't have no commercial break I can go to. I'm not going to be crying on this YouTube in front of y'all. I've done it before. I ain't doing it no more. We're going to get to the comments, and then we're going to get out of here because I have to meet our patron members over in our first private live stream, which begins at 11. I might be a little late, y'all, but y'all can log in. I'm gonna put some music on or something. Give me a minute. But anyway, let's get into the comments. I'm gonna get through as many as I can without making our patrons wait too long for our first private live stream. Sugar Sharon says, please, please, please always FaceTime with your loved ones when you are traveling to get in that habit. That way, when it doesn't happen, your loved ones will know. That's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. Thank you for that. Nicole Driver says, the way my bank account is set up, I can't afford to travel. So stow, not store, but stow. My comprehension is off right now because I'm got a lot going on in my brain. Don Smart, Vel, is there a way that you can text this information in the group? I don't know what information, unfortunately, because I don't know when that came through, Don Smart. If you could respond again, and hopefully Alice can put it on the screen. Well, star it, I think would be the best way to let me know what that's in reference to. Metamorphosis says jealousy is as cruel as the grave. Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 6. Take heed, this is horrific to say the least. Yes, absolutely. High Vibe says it will be interested all the charges they will each face. I see conspiracy, and then the M, red rum, obstruction of justice, fraud. Oh, I have not heard this one yet. They used her credit card to fly home. Is this accurate? Is this factual? I don't know what, because there's so much that's coming out. I don't know what speculation, what somebody saw in a joke post and thought it was real. But I mean, it doesn't seem as far-fetched with them first trying to get the mom to wire them $5,000 to supposedly be able to get her access to the hospital, which just makes no sense whatsoever. So that didn't work. So then it looks like the backup would be, well, let's use her card to book these flights because now we got to fly home earlier. And they probably broke, and that was some of the jealousy anyway, and probably couldn't afford to, pay the additional costs in flying home earlier or whatever. And then again, yesterday I mentioned that there was the alleged speculation that they had stole $10,000 from her. So maybe, because things get all twisted, and that's why I'll let y'all know, hey, I don't know. This is what I was told, and I'm not sure yet. It hasn't been confirmed. But maybe the 10,000 was these flights. Maybe that's what the family was, the person who gave me the tip. Maybe that's what they were talking about, not cash from the phone, but they used her credit card and booked $10,000 in flights, because that would kind of make sense if they had to fly home earlier. It's the number of them that it was. It's possible that that's what that 10,000 was. It's interesting. We'll find out though when this, because there's going to be a trial. These people, they're going down. These perpetrators, they're going down. Don Smart says, did you hear about the rally they are having next week for justice? I have not heard about that. But that if anyone has any details of that, if you can put it in our VIP Facebook community, that would be great. So everyone is aware. And if anyone is in Charlotte, North Carolina, or close enough or want to go there, that would be great. Chocolate 82467 says, my thing is, if they were so jealous of her, why not just leave her alone? They shouldn't have invited her. Sad situation. Yeah, I totally agree with you. However, the other perspective on this is that they invited her because they couldn't afford to do that by themselves. So they because they were in a large villa, home, and you could even see her walking down those hallways. It looked like she was like in a commercial space of some sort, because the hallways were wide. You could tell the ceilings were tall. That room she even walked in, you could tell was a really large room. So she's the one that had the money. There's a chance that we're going to basically take advantage of her and have her pay for this so we can actually do this. And on top of that, then we're going to beat her. Just craziness. But there are some people who are evil and think like that. Michelle Duncan says, every last one of them needs to be under jail. Absolutely. Devonna Powell says, there is nothing she could possibly have done to deserve this. Evil beings to their core. I agree. 100%. I agree. High Vibe says, Pop does not look like someone to mess with. I saw your comment earlier and I kind of chuckled to myself because I'm like, it's true. Janice McSwan says, I feel sorry for Shaquilla's family. This is a hard pill to swallow. I hope they get all of the answers they need for some peace. Yeah, absolutely. Like, not only is losing a child a hard thing, losing a relative a hard thing, but on top of that, when it's tragic, that adds another layer of pain. But then on top of that, if it's, they were perpetrated on, it wasn't just some kind of, act of nature kind of accident or anything like that. It's literally someone took their lives. That adds layer. And then the lack of closure, because people are lying left and right about what actually happened. It's a lot. It's a lot for them to deal with. And now it's a very public thing. This is a nationwide story. So although they're happy that people are covering it the way that, we are, because it's making those perpetrators not be able to run and hide. But it's still a lot to have that level of attention. And I can imagine like how many people are reaching out to them and all of that. So that can be a lot when you're grieving. Karaoke Tube says, good to see the national media picking up the story. Literally just, I wasn't reading your comment. I just clicked on it. We're literally just saying the same thing. Beverly Foster, thank you so much for the super chat, friend. I really, really, really appreciate you. Chocolate says, I have a silly question, but doesn't a doctor need to say someone has alcohol poisoning? Is that something a layperson can diagnose? No, it's not at all. But that we know that wasn't real. Like we know that wasn't real. That was their attempt to bamboozle the mom, the family, hoping they wouldn't ask questions like, oh, well, she was in Cabo and y'all was partying. And they told her, I don't know if I left that part in this clip or not in what I showed y'all, but they told her that they were playing a drinking game and she drank too much to the point of dying, really. Felicia B, like, and wouldn't you stop your friend? Like, you're playing a game and be like, okay, well, the game over. Like, girl, you can't even stay up. Your eyes rolling in the back of your head. We done. Like, come on now. Felicia B says, if the foreign countries definitely want cash for any and all medical attention. Oh, okay. Thank God, with all the traveling I've done, I've never had to go to any hospitals, and I pray that I never do. So I'm not aware. Alicia Donaldson, my God, it's time to go to Patreon where I ain't gotta be thinking and reading. But it says the lie detector needs to be given to everyone. They have they checked everyone for cuts and bruises? Yeah, we don't know yet. I mean, for one, the people are on the run for the most part, from what I know. The other piece is that lie detector tests are not admissible in the court of law and are not always accurate, so they don't hold a lot of weight. I know we grew up thinking they did, but they really don't hold enough weight. Like, honestly, I wouldn't give a lot of credence to it, to be honest. I wouldn't give enough credence to it because they might be able to trick it, is what I'm saying. They might be able to trick it and then be like, oh, but he said he didn't do anything, and it's saying it's true that he didn't. Obama, I'm messing this up, but rest in peace. Yes, thank you so much for your super chat, friend. I appreciate you, although my reading is horrible. Manda Tucker, Queen Tuck's Creations, thank you so much. You said you have to watch your so-called friends and fake family too. No comments on that. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your family. Might be family and blood, but that's about it. Shaminia Wright says they truly are acting like it was Fight Club or Jump You in a Gang. Yeah. And even Jump You in a Gang, don't they pull people off? I swear they pull people off. I swear they pull you off at a certain point. Like, they not trying to kill the person. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word, but they're not trying to unalive the person. Who goes on vacation to do this kind of mess? Yeah, exactly. Your vacations are for relaxation and letting all of the stress and drama of your life go for however many days you are away, not bringing that ish on the vacation. But these people got major issues. Rachel, no man caught her. That is a rumor. Oh, I think I'd start this, and I start this because I did see someone commenting about the transgender thing, and we talked about that on yesterday. And people got lives. Everybody ain't watching everything I do. I know that. I ain't crazy, so I'm gonna repeat it. So, but is it in here? I might have took it out. Why would I take that out? Anyway, there was a rumor that Dejanay, it's still in here, I just seen it. Dejanay, it was a transgender, not was a transgender, because that's how some people speak, was transgender, and was not a cis or biological woman. That is not the truth. Where that rumor came from, it is a rumor. Well, it's a falsehood that was created by social media for somebody who wanted to trend. Created trending. So what had happened was that somebody took this original photo of her, this one, and then photoshopped it. I know some people aren't familiar with the magic of Photoshop, but you can remove hair, you can do all kind of stuff. You do whatever, manipulate images with Photoshop. And so all they did was take the same girl's face and they removed the hair from around her wig, removed it, or weave, wig, whatever it was. They removed it, and she does have a I ain't gotta be respectful, a masculine looking face. She got a masculine looking face. So it was easy. It was an easy job, but she is a biological predator. I'm sorry. She's a female predator, biologically female predator. That's what she is. She is not transgender, and it was confirmed by Gerald from the North Carolina beat, who knows these people in real life. So thank you for that. Thank you for correcting that in the comments. And it just I wanted to address that because everybody don't see everything. We need that rumor to get died down. I mean, it could be a joke. Y'all joke about it all y'all want, but let's not put it out there as factual, because it's not. Nicole Driver, you were talking about traveling earlier, and I responded basically stating those crumbs in my account, you won't be traveling far from home to the store and back home. Yes. Yeah, I love to travel, and God provides. Amen. The Patreon info. Okay, Don, what I'll do. So the Patreon info is in our VIP text community. It is also, yeah, it's been sent in the VIP text community. I can what time is it? See, I can't resend it in the text community. That's the thing, because it's later some places than others. But I guess I could send it central, and I can do by time zone. But it's also in our Facebook VIP group as well. And I will be linking it in this video. I'll add it in these comments once I get off. I'll pin it to these comments. So if you click on the comment section of this video, you will see that in a matter of minutes, because I unfortunately can't pull that stuff up while I'm on here with y'all. I don't want people just watching in silence while I do administrative work. One day we'll have an assistant who can just do all that stuff for us. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys this evening. I thank you all for joining us. I need to get over to our patrons. And if you haven't yet, there's plenty of time to still join Patreon. Again, the links are already in our VIP Facebook community and in your text. If you are part of the VIP text community, you received it there as well earlier today. Hope to see you over there. We're going to have a blast. So thank you so much on our front end, Alice Blessed Child of, well, she's on the back end too. Rachel, thank you. Precious G, Don Smart, Sunday Davis, and I feel like I missed somebody else. Our front end moderators, thank you so much. Oh, Marianne Coker, thank you so much. And then backstage, Alice Blessed Child of God, thank you so much. Also, thank all of my super chats, all of my, and I'm sorry, I never have it pulled up, and I don't want to have y'all waiting while I load up apps. But thank you, all of you who send the cash apps as well. I greatly appreciate you. It does a lot to bless me and this channel. And with that, I'm just sending you guys out with our outro, and see you on Patreon. And if I don't see you on Patreon, I will see you in our next video, our next live. We still didn't do our trending topics like the other stuff, because then this stuff happened, and I was like, oh, we got to talk about this. So I'll be coming back real soon. Just be a part of the VIP communities, and then that way you'll get those notifications, because I'm a little random with them when I do videos. I try, but I'm random, except for Wednesday nights. We do our Wednesday nights consistently. But anyway, with that, I will holler at you guys later. Take care and be blessed. Peace.
She had a heart of gold. She didn't mistreat nobody.
I mean, I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She gone. And something is not adding up right here.
We're not gonna stop until we get to the end of it.
Take it to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the end of this.
I'm hurt. I'm hurting all the way around.